So now I'm live. But you say
All right, well, go ahead.
turn around, right? Orientation and lock, rotate device. So I don't think you was right.
Huh?
Okay, this is the device. This is it. Orientation and lock.
Well,
Ro-
just
They told me
just do
say
it regular because you got one
they told me
finger.
say rotate to orientation and lock, rotate device back. So
Well, go
okay.
ahead. Just rotate it back,
Okay, now
and
I'm
we'll
back.
fix it later.
See now I'm back. See that's what I'm saying. Now I'm back. So say live. Exotic imagine how you doing? I'm on live. Can you hear me? How you doing? 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 How everybody doing? Thank you for joining me. I am Brian Glaze Gibbs, Exotic Imagine. Bless, bless, bless. Hey, thank you for joining me. Brinsley L. Brian, no, it's not Brian Glad Gibb. It's Brian Glaze Gibbs, BGG. Belanti Warrior, how you doing? Throwback Diva, hey, how you doing? Hey, thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate it. Thank y'all very much. Here it is right now. Where's anybody that's joining me? I appreciate it. Why I appreciate it? Because of the fact you can be doing something else. You can be watching Monday Night Football. You can be out, whatever, socializing with your wife, your girl, whoever. Hey, Derek Hodge, what's up, man? Thank you for joining me, man. Listen, let's go. Let's do a little few things, man. What I'm trying to do is hopefully everybody's having a marvelous Monday. Anybody that joining me for the very first time, hit that like button, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I got a lot of different things that I got coming out. What I'm trying to do is make this the people channel. I am Brian Glaze Gibbs. This is my story. This is my ministry. You sit back and think about it, you see my platform. What I'm trying to do is go ahead and invest and get going into different things by building this platform. Get better cameras, get better equipment, get better mics. Do everything that I need to do to make this a reputable channel. Bang! Lorenzo Baker, man. Man, do I know you. Thanks for joining in. Ben Kane, salute to you, man. Romeo, how you doing, man? Uncle Glaze, what's up, man? How you doing? Shamina Tate, how you doing? Good evening, Queen. How you doing? Hey, but anyway, like I tell you right now, what I'm trying to do, invest into equipment, invest into different things, take comments, listen to the audience, see what the audience want. Like what you want from Brian Glaze Gibbs. Like how can I share my story, get my story out there, to get people to understand. Guess what? Like I said right now, I was once the problem. Now I'm seeking to be part of the solution. Like once again, I was once the problem. Now I'm seeking to be part of the solution. And people don't understand. You know what? Anytime that you get out there, it's easy to get lost. It's easy to basically get caught up into that infamous follow leader game. Why? Because once again, a lot of us, when you're growing up, it all depends upon the type of leadership that you have in your household. Saying who was your leader? Your mother. My mother was my mother and father, then my step pop. I'm saying? Good man. But the bottom line is like, you know what? They gave us instill like certain principles and morals within us. But guess what? I allow like the outside to influence me. I allow the street guys to influence me because I wanted to be down. I wanted to be cool. I didn't want to be considered as a goody two shoes. I didn't want to be considered as, what you call it, like, let me see. I didn't want to be called a sucker. I didn't want to be called a chump. I didn't want to be called a square. But guess what? Listen, you know what? Long as you have true identity with yourself, it doesn't matter what people call you. You know why? Because once again, it's you. Long as you can look yourself, Monkey Chase 0907, how you doing? As long as you have true identity with yourself, as long as you're able to look yourself in the mirror, as long as you know who you are and what you are, it doesn't matter. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Shantae D? Hello to you. But it's like a lot of us, we don't, we care. We care and it matter to what other people think. And that shouldn't matter. Because once again, right now, what should matter is what you think. What you matter is what your family think. What should matter is what people that really love and care about you think. Not what individuals is loving you and caring about you temporarily because of the street. Because once again, if they're your friend regardless of what. Your friend regardless of who or what you may be. Whether you want to be a square, whether you want to be an A student, whether you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, or, a dentist, they're still your friend. That's the difference. Don't get caught up into what people, and that's what we got to teach our kids these days in time. Don't get caught up into that fake world. You look around. And I'm not trying to offend anybody. You know what? Because, like, to me, I'm not perfect. I'm not sitting here trying to act like I'm perfect or whatever. I used to get teased. You know what I used to get teased about? The way I speak. I used to take speech classes, when I was younger. And you know what? That's why a lot of times people say the way I pronounce word, I don't say it with the S, or, the way I say certain things. Guess what? That's how it was. That's how I learned to communicate. So you know what? Yeah, did I had how can I say it? Like some type of disability? Yeah. When it come down to speaking, yes. But you know what? That didn't stop me from express myself. That didn't stop me from communicating. That didn't stop me from, letting my voice be heard. Whether you understand the words that come out of my mouth or you don't understand the words that come out of my mouth. But yet and still, regardless of what, I refuse to stay silent. I refuse to, because I couldn't pronounce certain words properly. I refuse to hide behind something. You know what? Later for it. I accept it first like hands on. I accept it. Okay, cool. Like right now, I am not perfect. And right now, I don't stand up there and act like, what, I am this spiritual, person that I can lecture about this, I can lecture about that. I can't. Only thing I can do is be me and express myself the way that I am and who I am. You know what? Besides my speech ability, I had a complex about my nose, like the sides of my nose. Or people used to tease me, "Oh man, you got big nose, look at your fat nose," or whatever. And you know what? Peer pressure is amongst them. And we get caught up into that. We get caught up into, like, if you sit back and think about the late singer Michael Jackson, may his soul rest in peace. Like, look at right now, Michael. Okay, everybody, when I was a kid, you know what? Like everybody talking about they want to be like Mike. You know what? They want to be like Michael Jordan, the great basketball player. When I was coming up back in the days, guess what? Every young boy from my geographical area, what we want to do, we want to be like Michael Jackson, man. My fellow IS-218, how you doing, man? We want to be like Michael Jackson with our afro, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I do now. I want you back. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, baby, give me one more chance to show you that I love you. The Michael Jackson band. I'm talking about everybody that I grew up with want to be like Mike. Not Michael Jordan, but Michael Jackson. And guess what? You know what? Here it is. Look what happened to him. Didn't accept true identity with himself about his nose. And what happened? They go to Hollywood, get famous, get money, and they change their appearance. They change it for what? Why? Later for that, man. Listen, I don't give a damn. I got a fat nose. This is my nose. Right now, because I got a big nose, the better to smell funky people or stay away from negative people. That's my nose. That's the Gibbs. My mother got this nose. Right now, I can tell my kids, those are my kids. I didn't need no DNA to test to tell that's my son or that's my daughter. Only thing we had to do is look at that damn nose. Anybody right now is my brother, my sister, you look at the nose, oh yeah, okay, that's mine. You know what I'm saying? Period. So automatically, like, do not be discouraged. Do not worry about, like who or how you look on the outside. You know what I'm saying? It's basically how you look on the inside. It was a story that my mother used to say, and it was kind of deep about right now beauty. It's like I remember right now as kids, we used to go to church, and like only time we came to church is Sunday. Sunday, like Easter Sunday. That's the only time we went to church. Then all of a sudden, what wound up happening is right now is my mother and them kept saying, "Don't worry about it. You're gonna start going to church every Sunday." Yeah, all right, cool. Only time we went to church, they buy us a new outfit. We went to church, show off our new outfit. That was it. We don't go back until the next Easter. One year in particular, the sisters got together, and then we started going to church every Sunday. I'm talking about right now, morning service. You know what I'm saying? Bro, first of all, Sunday school, morning service, then afternoon service, sometime evening service. Like we were church out. Like I was brought up on the usher board, the singing choir, baptized, all that or whatever. But you know what? Like I say, when you start going to church and you start getting identity, and I remember my mother met this young lady, and I'm not gonna say no name, but she met this young lady. And right now, I can remember her overhearing her on the phone having a conversation. We used to be nosy and eavesdropping on their conversation or whatever, what they call ear hustling. And I can hear my mother say, "You know what? Everybody talk about this sister and talking about how ugly she is. And you know what? Here it is right now is I don't care what anybody say about her. When you deal with that woman and the way that she deal with you with true love and human compassion, guess what? She's the most beautiful person that I ever met." So I'm talking, I'm a kid. I'm probably about 12, 13, but I remember that message many, many years ago. Like, here it is. Everybody go about your appearance on the outside, but what's on the inside? Like, sit back and think about it. Look at it. Here it is right now. People so getting Botox. People are so happy about looking in the mirror. They so unhappy of who they are when they look in the mirror. They don't even have no true identity with themselves. That's why they use Botox. That's why they get plastic surgeon or whatever. Don't get me wrong. I was trying to get plastic surgery when I was on a run. I didn't want to go to jail, so I'm trying to get plastic surgery on my whole face and my hand to prevent from going to jail. But that didn't, like, look at all these sisters out there. You know what I'm saying? Period. Beautiful sister, but yet and still they feel they gotta have all the fake hairs. They feel they gotta have the hair going down to the back of their ass. They feel like they have to have long eyelashes. Period. Those eyelashes so long, so thick that, you know what? Guess what? You can sit. You can put a couple car seat on it. They gotta have pounds and pounds and pounds of makeup. For what, sisters? Y'all are beautiful the way that you are. You are natural beautiful. You don't need no artificial ingredient. You don't need no artificial hair. You don't need no artificial weaves. You don't need no artificial eyelash. You don't need no artificial powder, makeup all in your face, looking about pound of cake, bake up, man. Roll them up, and put them in a pan. Y'all don't need that, sisters. Y'all are natural, beautiful queens. Princess. That's what you are. That's who you are. And that's what you got to understand. Natural. You know what? How can you expect somebody else to like you? How can you expect anybody else to love you if you don't love yourself? You have to love yourself. That's key number one. Love yourself before you love anybody. Work on you. This is who you are. This is who I am. I don't care what people think about me. You know what? I was a fool. I was pretending. I became Brian Glaze Gibbs because why? I want to be cool. I want to be down. I want to be, I'm this big bad guy. Big bad guy for what? Here it is right now. By becoming a big bad guy, you know what it cost me? It cost me time out of my life that I will not get back. It cost me time out of my life. Why? Because what? I want to be down. I want to be cool. I fell in love with something that wasn't even real. That was the street. Fall in love with the street for what? You know what? Want to get dressed up, want to be cool. No, It's not all about that. You know what? Later for that. You know why? Why I say later for that? Because that's what it's all about. Later for that. Get true identity with yourself. Start meditating. Take your time. Take time out of your day to, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. You know what? And start enjoying. Get spiritual in tone with yourself. Get true identity for yourself. Love yourself. Whether saying fat, skinny, tall, short. Regardless of who you are and what you are and whatever you was blessed with, make the best of it. Enjoy life. Enjoy, everything that you up against. Guess what? If there wasn't no pain, if life was easy, then guess what? Life wouldn't be worth living. Imagine if life was easy. If you didn't have no problem, you know what? Life wouldn't be worth living. What would be the purpose of living if you didn't have no problem? Oh man, I don't got no problem in the whole world. Damn, I don't got no bills. I don't got no responsibility. I don't got nothing to do. You know what? It was no challenge. It's no challenge. It would be too damn boring. It'd be too easy. And guess what? Nobody would want it because it's too easy. Later for that, man. Anything is worth having is worth working on. Okay, Tyler Marlin, they say Glaze ran from Alport, Harlem. You know what? Listen, man. Like I say right now is, hey, if that's what you want to believe, if that's what they say, they got the wrong information or whatever, period. First of all, like I say, I ran an Alport a few times, and right now it's not like we was on high buy or whatever, so I had no reason to ran for Alport. Alport ain't had no reason to ran for me, so all that stuff, like what people are saying, guess what? It don't even make me no different. The bottom line is, guess what? You know what? You right. Here it is right now is, you know what, that's what we all need to do. Run away from each other, prevent from killing one another, prevent from he sticking his chest out, I'm sticking my chest out, think I'm tougher and badder than him. So you know what, you're right. The bottom line is right now is if that's going to save his life, I would have saved my life. I would save anybody that listen to this lesson right now. Later for that, run from your brother. Let your brother away from you. That's the difference. That's how we're going to eliminate black on black crime. You know what? Like I said, oh, who's badder, who's not badder. That's all is a front. Anybody that grew up in New York City, the five boroughs, the metropolitan area, you know what we are? We was a bunch of actors and actresses. Lights, like some light, camera, action. And you know what? We got caught up into the moment. We want to front. We want to be tough. We want to act like we tougher and better than one another. No, man. Ain't nothing better and better by chasing your black man out of the neighborhood, shooting, killing, robbing, stealing. You know what? I was young, I was dumb, I made a lot of mistakes, and I am ashamed of myself for that. Why? Because right now, when you know better, you do better. And that's what we're supposed to be doing. We all supposed to know better, and we all supposed to be doing better. So the bottom line is right now is guess what? Me running from Apple, Apple running from me. If that's the case, you know what? Listen, if I know what I know, I'd have ran from a lot of people. I'd have ran the opposite way. I'd have ran, to the next, state. And that's what it took to save my brother and sister back then. That's what it's about. Okay, Vanessa, how you doing? Internet dummies won't dare to ask. Okay, yeah, you're right. But like I said, it's not all about it. Right now, like I always say right now, people that's gonna come on my channel and not gonna be mindful and not gonna be respectful, I'm gonna block them. I don't have no time for negativity and nonsense. I don't have no time for the foolishness. That's not what this is all about. My objective is right now, how do we, create an audience, a forum to get people to understand, that prison system for real. That prison system for real. It's not going nowhere. That prison system have stole how many people of your loved one, my loved one, and many other loved one life. And how many life is going to continue to steal? Why? Because of what? Thank you. 7QUA. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Glaze, why was the 5% so dangerous or whatever? You know what? Like I said right now, the 5% was so dangerous. Like, it all depends, man. You got some of them was righteous, and some of them right now broke rank and they went astray. They became a lost sheep and went astray. So it's not the point about them being dangerous. It's like when you lose sight of the understanding of the purpose of being a 5%er, then guess what? You're lost. You at a loss for word. You at a loss for reason. There's no such thing as mind and reason on 7Q. Okay, but anyway, right now, guys, listen. Love you. Love your family. Love your loved one. Love, like I say, your neighbor. Teach. That's what it's all about, man. Who is Spady? Okay, Spady, how you doing? Kiba Bolton. Who is Spady? Spady was an old timer, man. Spady was an old timer gangster, big muscle pound guy from Brownsville. Very well respected, hurt things. He hurt a lot of different things or whatever. But like I said, right now, is a lot of people love Spady. A lot of people have respect for Spady. But right now, is Spady did not rob Lorenzo Fat Cat Nichols on Rikers Island. All that stuff was false. You got individuals that's going to make up things to make themselves sound more important than what they are. That's not true. Okay, is it okay? I still love you, brother, and I love what you're saying. God protect you. Thank you. Markel Curtis, did you hear about Mother Dear in prison? Yeah, I hear about Mother Dear, but the bottom line, when I was incarcerated with Mother Dear was like an old person at that present time, and right now is Mother Dear was in the same Mother Dear. Mother Dear was kind of like when the guys that hung around Mother Dear, they hung around Mother Dear for laughter. They hung around Mother Dear for, education. They hung around Mother Dear just to have something to do. So right now, that's it. Rikers Anywhere, okay. Arcada 831, Rikers Anywhere, okay. Was Haitian Jack fair all around Brooklyn? Not that I know of, man. I didn't know not anybody that I know of personally was afraid of Haitian Jack. I'm saying, not saying it wasn't true or whatever, but I'm speaking for me, what I knew about Haitian Jack. Haitian Jack was a cool guy. Right now, I never had no problem with him. Back in the days, a few guys came to me and asked me to take him out, and like right now, for what? They wanted me to take him out because they had a problem with him. I never had a problem with Haitian Jack. And during that period of time when they approached me to eliminate another brother, you know what? I was making $40,000 illegal money a day. So why in the hell am I going to, take that for what? especially when somebody never did anything to me. And that what was wrong with us, everybody. It's like right now was we so quick to turn on one another for what? That mighty dollar, that green mighty dollar. And you know what? Like I said right now, was we got to value life. We got to value more than life. What about Big Duke from Linden Houses? I don't recall a Big Duke from Linden Houses. Killer Care presented Who's the People was that. Okay, everything going too fast, y'all. Everything going too fast. Everything is going too fast, you know? But like I tell you right now, is like anybody that joining me tonight, thank you very much. I truly, truly appreciate it. Thank you for the donation. Brian Gibbs, what do you know about the two Asian brother who was locked upstate and was great fighters? I don't know nothing about them. That was before or after my time. Jamaican have Flatbush Unlocked. Kiwi Bolton, yeah, Jamaican, the West Indian, Panamanian, yes, they had Flatbush Unlocked. Have you ever had any run-ins with mob guys? You know what? Like I say, through prison, right now, where it's like, they respect me, I respected them. Brian Gibbs, is Puerto Rican Jesus locked up? Not that I know of, my Lady and Warrior, not that I know of. Hey, Gerald, Bebo, okay, cool. So be. No, I never know So be. I heard of him. I saw a few interviews that he did. Hey, Trina Davis, love from Oakland, California. Love back to you. Thank you. What about Pig and Slope from your side? I know Pig. I don't know Slop. Chuck. Yo, Glaze, do you know somebody named Sitting Bull? No, I don't know nothing about Sitting Bull. Tala Malam, any run-in with DC guys like nah, never. Like I said, when you sit back and you think about a person like Sean Branch or whatever, and like I was talking to one of my guys, what I'm saying, like, my age or whatever from back then that had a lot of respect. Listen, and he was asking me about Sean Branch or whatever. And right now, when he was asking me about Sean Branch, or we was talking about Sean Branch, he said, you got to sit back and think about it. Here it is, who did he looked up to? He looked up to Lou Hall. And how did we feel about Lou Hall? Okay, Dan, who killed K. Sean? I don't know who killed K. Sean, but I'm about to drop a piece on K. Sean probably within the next day or so. Hey, listen, what do y'all thought about it? I dropped a piece about, today on Lorenzo Fat Cat Nichols. Was Rome responsible for, the death of Lorenzo Fat Cat Nichols' baby mama? Did Rome was responsible? Did he cause Fat Cat to pull the trigger on Fat Cat baby mama? That's what I asked. I asked that question. Like, let's speak about that. Okay, let's speak about, Prince versus Tommy Mickens. Let's speak about, Unique Muss, Puerto Rican Jesus, Bloody Hatchet. Okay, Brian Gibbs, Rome's still alive. No, Rome died probably about 2 years ago. How do Bimmy, Five Deuce Entertainment, Bimmy know who killed K. Sean? I don't think so. I don't think Bimmy knows. Philip Hawking, do you know Big Trash Can from Pink Houses? No, I didn't know Big Trash Can. Yeah, jail cell saved my life. Jail saved my life, and my mother death saved my life. The District, did you know Wayne Perry? No, I didn't know Wayne Perry. Did you tell on Baby Sam? No, I did not tell on Baby Sam. Baby Sam is a good friend of mine or whatever. I got a lot of respect. Killer Kev, you got to come back, brother. Thank you, man. Killer Kev, you got to come back. Is Preacher still alive? Yes, Preacher is still alive right now. Whereas I think he have a life sentences. I don't know where he's at. Did you know Mike Tyson? Yes, I knew Mike Tyson. Funk_red. But anyway, right now, Killer Kev, what's up, bro? Hey, listen, like I said, what do y'all think about that piece that I dropped? Period. In regards to Fat Cat, Brian Glaze Gibbs, how did you feel about Lou Hall? Lou was a cool dude, man. Flea Fox, Lou was a cool dude. Lou was like, we had one slight problem, one slight misunderstanding, and I kind of felt bad. I kind of really felt bad about that situation and circumstance because what happened was he kind of disrespected a friend of mine out of town. And basically, right now, when I caught up with him, he had hell to pay. So, other than that, that's the only problem that me and him ever had. Do you got any business with Pac? No, I don't have any business with Pac. Let me see. Romeo Stone, True Glaze, that's the truth. Yeah, you know what? That's what I try to do, man. This is my platform. You know what? In order to be honest with anybody else, you must attempt to be honest with oneself. Killer Kev, one love, baby. Salute to you, man. You're doing a lot of good things, man. I like what you're doing, man. Them saying keep it up. Fat Cat should not have done that, period. You know what, Shanti D, is a lot of stuff that, Fat Cat, it's a lot of stuff Pappy, it's a lot of stuff it's a lot of stuff a lot of people shouldn't have done. But the difference is right now, when you out there and you allow your emotion to supersede your intellect and you allow that money The bottom line is right now was money. I was making $40,000 a day. So the bottom line, if I was making $40,000 a day, Cat probably was making anywhere from like, I don't know, 250 to $500,000 a day up and down. So when you sit back and you think about that, that money go to your head. And sometime right now, when that money go to your head, it become unrealistic power, and you do stupid things that, guess what, how many times anybody everybody have did something that you have lived to regret, that if you had a chance to do it all over again, what would you do? That's why they put a eraser in the back of a pencil. Why they put a eraser in the back of a pencil? Because they know that, guess what, people are going to make mistakes and you got the chance to clean it up. That's the difference or whatever. So trust me, I'm pretty sure Cat, myself, a lot of us had the opportunity to do certain things all over again. Guess what? We would have. And you know what? Somebody just do something about Uzi Delroy Edwards. You know what? As time go on, I'm doing a piece on Uzi Delroy Edwards. Was you there when Tut robbed the Kingdom Hall, Jehovah's Witness? No, I was not there. I was incarcerated at the time. But even when I got that newspaper article, automatically I knew who did it. I knew why he did it. You know what? Sit back and think about it. Anybody know anything about the Jehovah's Witness Church? Guess what? The Jehovah's Witness Church they don't have no money. So right now is when he was rebelling, because him and his, family, his moms, his brothers and his sisters, they went there daily. How many times a week did they went there? So even when we was kids and he brought that idea to me, yo, let's stick up the Jehovah's Witness Church. First of all, you out your mind, man. Why in the hell I'm gonna do something like that? Or why would you want to do something like that when your family go there or whatever? Because they rebelling. The Jehovah's Witness, most people that was part of Jehovah's Witness, they think it was a cult and they hate it. So what they doing is the stuff that he was doing, he was rebelling against that. And you know what? The same way he was rebelling against that, that's the same way I was rebelling against going to church each and every Sunday. Going to church, Sunday school, morning service, afternoon service, evening service. So sometime right now you want to get away from that. So you start rebelling and committing and doing stupid things, doing negative things because you do not want to be associated of being a goody two shoes. And a lot of times being young, you don't quite understand why you acting out. Because once again, you acting out because you want to be part of that. You think you want to be part of the in crowd. You think you want to be part of the down crowd, the cool guys who's out there right now cutting classes, smoking cigarette, drinking beer, smoking weed. That's not the cool crowd. Who's the crazy? Papa Prince. Okay, right now, I don't think neither one of them was crazy. I just think right now is when they get upset, sometimes when you got so upset, you allow, once again, anger. When it control you, when you allow your emotion to supersede your intellect, when you allow your heart to supersede your mind, what the hell you think gonna happen? Things start happening. You start doing things because you upset. You start doing things that you normally wouldn't do when you are at peace, when you are humble, when you are right now is in tune with life, with Christ, with Allah. When you are in tune, now you're able to think with a clear state of mind. But before that, when you allow that emotion and you start blacking out or seeing completely red, what the heck you think going to be the outcome going to be? Was you there when Tut robbed the B-20 in front of TSS? No, I was incarcerated already, man. Hit the like button, everybody. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the like button. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. Come on, man. Here it is. That's what it's all about. Hit that like button. Period. Somebody just threw up a question about God. Yeah, that's my brother. I love God. I love him. I would die for God. I love him. Sup? Tommy's right. What's up, Calvin Klein? Is he still the Brooklyn Con? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Here it is right now. Why Samuel keep hating on Kevin Childs? I don't know, man. That's a question for Samuel. What you have to do is gonna have to get in contact with Samuel and ask him. You know what? Like I tell you right now, to me, I never had no problem with Kevin Childs. You know why? Because once again, you sit back and you watch him. Look at the interview that he did on Vlad TV or whatever. Perfect gentleman. Period. Very humble, very meek. So the bottom line is he reminded me of Tommy Mickens. So you don't have nothing. Hey, guys. shout out. Thank you. 14,000 subscriber, 14,000 subscriber, and still growing. 14,000 subscriber. Thank you. Thank each and every one of you. Hit that like button, subscribe. But anyway, right now, when you talking about Kevin Childs, to me, Kevin Childs remind me of Tommy Mickens, Tommy Montana. And guess what? Right now is, the way they carry themselves, you don't have nothing but I'm saying, like, respect for the guys because the way they carry themselves. You listen to the way Kevin Chow conducted himself in the Vlad interview or whatever. My hat's off. I'm saying I have nothing but the utmost respect for Kevin Chow. And as I say right now, is during that period of time when I went up there, when Samuel, my cousin, came and got me to go up there because he had beef. He, beat Albie up in the Apollo Theater. And we went to Kevin Chow sneaker store. Guess what? Kevin Chow was not there. He was not there. And right now, as my memory is good, he was not there. He had a couple of workers in there. I think they paged Kevin, and Kevin talked to Samuel, and he told Samuel where he could find, World up in the Bronx at the bar. But once again, Kevin Chow was not there. And like I said right now, if you listen to that man, Kevin Chow, I have nothing but respect for him. You know what? Like I told you right now, perfect gentleman. Like I say, only qualm that I have with Kevin Child. And you know what? Like I said right now, guess what? Probably he's smarter than me. Probably he's a better man than me because once again, he didn't allow his emotion to supersede his intellect. I'm telling you right now, if those guys would have killed my mother, if Miss Child was my mother, the bottom line is right now, people, I'm telling you like this, I know I've changed, but the love that I have for my mother, I don't care. The bottom line is right now, if those guys would have did that to my mother, you know what? Listen, like I don't care how much you have changed. New York, that would have been a bloodbath. Because the fact is right now was, guess what? The way they did or what they did to his moms, guess what? It didn't make no sense. And to me, like I said right now, all hell would have broke loose or whatever. I would have died on the streets of New York. I would have painted New York red to get to these guys, regardless of what. And with the money that he had and he didn't spend it, or with the resource that he had and he didn't utilize it, that's my only qualm against him. But everybody's different. He's able to control his emotion and he's able to handle that situation differently. Like right now, my hat's off to him because Brian Glaze Gibbs, I'm a professional mama boy. I wouldn't be able to live with myself like that. Those guys would have had to pay and whatever it took. Guess what? Like I said, I'm asking for forgiveness and they deserve forgiveness. But guess what? Listen, I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't think I could have let that one go. You know what I'm saying? I apologize. Period. Somebody talk about one arm roll. One arm roll. One arm roll was a monster, man. One arm roll, yeah, you're right. He's a knockout. You know what I'm saying? People one hand, one arm, boom. That's why they call him One Arm Monk from Brownsville. Like I said right now, one time during the city when the ball dropped or whatever, I witnessed this individual knock out a police horse. One arm Mo. Sean, no, I didn't know nothing about Lou Sims. Only thing I know about Lou Sims, what I heard, and it's something from the Miss T documentary. Damn, y'all gotta come back. Yeah, Roe was a booty bandit. You're right. Roe was a booty bandit. Hey, listen, go ahead. Was your father around? You know what? I had it. My step pop was around. You know what I'm saying? Period. My step pop was around. Yeah, that's a classic story with the horse. It's true. We can't judge what Kev did or Dan. You're right. I'm not trying to judge Kev. Trust me, I'm not trying to judge Kev. Kev, like I say right now, is an outstanding individual. Much love, big bro. What were you? Okay, but outstanding individual. Was supreme above them all. Who's supreme? What supreme you talking about? Okay, BK NFL. Who's supplying Fat Cat? You know what? Fat Cat was supplying itself. Okay. Did you have a beef with the A team? Initially, when I came home, like I said right now, the A team was they was on their own. And like I said, initially it didn't then I had a beef with the A team. It's like one of the guys that was part of the A team, a little older guy, his name was Panama. And I had robbed Panama when I was like 16, 17 before I went away and did 3.5 years. So when I came home, right now was they was gonna kill me. They plotted to kill me to retaliate when I robbed Panama back in 81. Supreme Kenneth McGriff. Yeah, Supreme Kenneth McGriff was in charge of the Supreme Team, the Supreme Team only. That's all I knew about it. Mondo J, do you know anything about 50 and Supreme beef? No, I don't know nothing about 50 and Supreme Beef. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know nothing about that. So I don't speak about things I don't know. But anyway, right now, what do y'all want to talk about? Like I said, right now, if y'all look at it right now, is what do y'all think about that Fat Cat piece? You know what I'm saying? That I just dropped. When you used to run the NBA, BT, now I didn't went to Richmond, only drive through. Where were you going that day you had the Cardinal jersey on? I was visiting my man up in Elmira Correctional Facility. Yeah, Rome, like right now, was a foul individual. Did you know the Hardy Boy from Picking Avenue? I know of the Hardy Boy. I knew some of the Hardy Boy or whatever, but we didn't have no relationship. No, I never see the rapper 50 Cent. Hey, make a movie, bro. Listen, if it wasn't for the coronavirus, guess what? We would have dropped a movie. We'd have dropped a movie by now. Hey, but listen, everybody, this is what I want you to do. Look at that. Y'all see that behind me? Get that. Order that. Sign for it. Look at it. Here it go right here. Get your signed copy right here. You see this right here? Get your signed copy. See it? Beyond Lucky, the Brian Glaze Gibbs story, a true story of crack, money, murder, and redemption. If I can change, anybody can change. Get your signed copy by emailing me, Brian, Brian, Gibbs, Gibbs, 1201 at yahoo.com. You know what? Get your merchandise. It's in the description box. Teespring. Get your t-shirt. Get your mug. Get your long sleeve t-shirt. Getting cold. Get your hoodies. Get all that. It's out there right now. You know what I'm saying? To order your signed copy, email me. It's right there in the description box. It'll be up there, whatever. What's up, OG? Like your story. Thank you. Like I tell you right now, this ain't my story. This is my was you on the street same time as John Gotti? Yes, yes, yes. I was on the street the same time as John Gotti. The crazy part about it, John Gotti lawyer was Bruce Cutler. My lawyer was Murray Cutler, who was Bruce Cutler's father. You know what I'm saying? Period. So Zion Lau, only at Miller Grove. I don't know what that means. Can you interview Fat from Prison Phone? No, I can't. What's up with about Preacher? I don't know nothing about Preacher. Preacher just was a dangerous individual or whatever. And like I tell you right now is, guess what? Like I said right now, when they was a little older than us and they didn't play. They was right now was about their business. Hey, the Black man, how you doing, man? What's up? Blade man. Heard you had a black Volvo on BBS. Yes, Santana, I did. Hey, say QUA, thank you for the $4.99. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, listen, right now, any donation is welcome. Guess what? Like I said right now, thank you very much for donating your hard-earned dollars or whatever. Like I told you right now, is what I'm trying to do is build this platform, and I'm trying to make it like right now is a positive platform. Did you ever deal with the Furtado brother, Miladian Warrior? You know what? I do not know not a damn thing about the Furtado brothers. You know, I never even heard of the Furtado brothers until recently or whatever. So the bottom line is right now, the Furtado brothers, you know, honestly speaking, was, I guess, way, way, way before my time. So I can't speak about people I don't know. Did you knew Uzi Delroy? Listen, I'm gonna do a piece on Uzi Delroy coming soon. Be on the lookout. I got another piece that I'm about to drop in regards to K-Sean. Ray Robinson, that kidnapping piece with dope is a trifling game. Yes, it is a trifling game, but right now is guess what? What people would do for money, people. Right now, instead of most people going out there and get a job, what people do for money? People do anything for that green cash, that dollar. You know what? Even right now, let's sit back and think about slavery. Slavery is built on what? Slavery is built on right now putting everybody in captivity of color. Now, when you sit back and look at it, they're putting people in captivity, and it's still a matter of color. That color is now money green, the dollar bill sign. That's what the color is. So they don't care whether you're black, green, yellow, orange, purple, blue. They're going to put you in jail because of that green dollar. And that's what it's all about, man. And that's what people got to understand. Okay, slavery is money. Yeah, man. Felat, Flatbush is live always. Okay. Deco 39, Glaze, how often did you run on? Okay, man. Okay, going too fast. Have you ever heard of Cavaro? No, I never heard of Cavaro. I never heard of him until recently. Are you going to do a story on a real 50 Cent boss? No, I'm not. Word up, word up. What's the word? Word up. You know what I'm saying? Did you know the mayor's from Best Eye? No, I did not make the mayor from Best Eye. K-Sarn versus Demisio, whatever. No, no comment. Glaze, do you have deal? Okay. Dollar is the, oh, okay, for sure. Did you rob Kane? No, I did not rob Kane. Some people that I knew robbed Kane. That was once part of my group. Brother, on another change to how you did your okay, cool. Do another piece on web. No, no. Slow down, champ. Yeah. Okay, how much money did the government take from you when you got caught or whatever? Like I said right now, get the book. Get your signed copy of the Brian Glaze Gibbs book, Beyond Lucky, by emailing me, briangibbs1201 at yahoo.com. All the question to your answer will be in this book. Otherwise, order. You know what you can do? No, I did not know Jimmy Hinchman. I'm saying, period. Sharon Middleton, how you doing? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, if you didn't hustle, what else would you have done? You know what? As a kid, I always wanted to be a professional baseball player. Was I good at it? Nah, but if I would have practiced, I could have came good. Detroit, thank you, man. Thank you for the $4.99. Big brother, buying my signed copy tonight. Question: what would you consider to be the worst day of my life? The worst day of my life right now, Detroit, is when my mother died. When my mother, the beloved Dorothy Gibbs, died on February 9th, 1992, that is the worst day of my life. The worst day of my life. You know what I'm saying? Period. Did you go back to church? Yes, I did go back to church. You know what I'm saying? Period. I'm still part of the church. Okay, the 70 Skylar Underwood, the 70% was a scandalous for real. Yes, it was. Okay, OG, was it really worth it? K Morris, no, was not worth it. That's why I'm trying to tell people crime doesn't pay. You know what I'm saying? Crime doesn't pay. What I'm trying to say, crime doesn't pay. I don't care what anybody say. Crime doesn't pay. Right now, it's a temporary high. Sit back and think about it. With every ounce of pleasure, you know what? There's a pound of pain. With every ounce of pleasure, there's a pound of pain. Sit back and think about it. It's 16 ounce in 1 pound. So the bottom line is you got 1 ounce of pleasure and 16 ounce of pain. Is it worth it? I am not a mathematical genius, but it's not worth it. Do the math. Hey, my story is my ministry, and I'm not your typical minister. Okay? Here it is right now. I'm going to talk about the good. I'm going to talk about the bad. I'm going to talk about the ugly. That's the difference. I'm saying, period. What was my favorite car, man? Honestly speaking, man, like I said right now, was my favorite car back then was my Seville, my 1976 black and gray Seville. That was my favorite car. I'm saying, period. Hey, Free Red Rest, East New York. I don't know him. Yeah, Freedom. Funk underscore Red, how y'all doing? Cole, how you doing? Corey Durain, how you doing? Malaton and Warrior. Was you cool with Danny Diamond? I didn't know Danny Diamond. My man knew Danny Diamond. My man Webb knew Danny Diamond. I didn't know Danny Diamond. But what he say, he was a great guy. Great guy. You know? Hey, listen, here it is right now, everybody. Listen, what I want to do is shout out, man. Shout out. Hey, hit the like button, subscribe. Hey, check out my merchandise. It's all in the description. Did Cat not have major league hitter? Why he had to get you? Wow. Like I said right now is guess what? Because of being trusted, being proven. Why did he have to get me or whatever? Because guess what? Here it is right now is that's what you go after. Right now, why do everybody went after LeBron James? Why did everybody went after, you know what I'm saying, right now is, you know what I'm saying, a Shaquille O'Neal? Why did everybody went after the best people that was out there? Why did everybody went after Tom Brady? It was a bidding war. You want the best on your team. So you're not just going to go after just anybody. If you're going to go after somebody, you want the best. That's the difference. And at the present time, not saying I was the best, but during that period of time, I was fool enough to think I was the best. Back then, I had a death wish, and I didn't know it. I had a real psychological issue with myself, and I didn't really understand it. Who was Jamaican, Uzi or Pappy? Uzi, Daryl Uzi Edward is a natural Jamaican. Pappy is more American than baseball, apple pie, and Chevrolet. Okay, Deco39, did you have many hip hop show in your day? Did you go to many hip hop show? I went to a few. Even right now, I was in hip hop shows, a lot of DJ at parties, you know what I'm saying, right now at, block parties, you know what I'm saying, at the skating ring, at the FIBA. So that's the different or whatever. Hey, Yard Molly, thank you. Did you ever have beef with anybody? No, I never, not that I know of. You know what I'm saying? Not that I know of. Were you scared of going down to DC? Now, it's not the point about going down to DC. You know what? A lot of times right now, a lot of people that went out of town to hustle down in DC, and people don't understand it because, like, for the most time, either they got hot in New York, probably like 25% of the time, but 75 to 80% of the time that people went down to DC because of the fact they couldn't make it in New York. So that's why they went down to DC. You know what I'm saying? Period. So people can say what they want to say, but it's hard. Like I said right now is guess what? Because you got a lot of hungry wolves that was out at the time. What was Manhattan like back in the days, Glaze? Manhattan always been cool. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about the New York new generation? It's totally different, man. It's totally different. Like you said right now, any tower with unique audio, Mecca audio, no ties. Like I said right now, listen, Glaze salute. Really appreciate your content. Thanks for helping the youth and the old timer. Bless my brother. Bless to you too right now. You know what, like I told you right now, I am not your typical minister. What I'm doing is right now, I'm sharing my story. What I'm trying to do is right now, I'm not boosting and bragging. I am ashamed of a lot of stuff that I've been through. I am ashamed of all the things that I did, from the murder, okay, to the drug dealing, to the robbery, to the burglary, to all the negative and the pain and the suffering that I inflict upon the family, the victims. You know what? Listen, right now was if I had a chance to do it again, I would have did something totally different. Haitian was in HDM with Glaze. You know what? Like I said, I don't remember Haitian Jack being in HDM, with me at the time or whatever. But like I said right now, listen, thank y'all very much for joining me. Like I say right now, is I will follow my YouTube channel. Hey, follow me on Instagram, Brian Glaze Gibbs. Follow me. Like I said right now, listen, hit that like button so the next time, anytime I'm dropping any non content, Glaze, man, you definitely down to earth. You know what? Like I said right now, that's what it's all about, being down to earth. It's all about being true with yourself before you can be true with anybody else. But like I say, once again, guys, I'm gonna start I'm gonna end it like I started. Like I say right now, love yourself. Be happy with yourself. I'm Brian Glaze Gibbs. You know what? Coming up as a kid, I had major speech problem. Right now is guess what? I used to take speech classes. Here there's certain words I cannot pronounce. As people say it, if I say a word, I don't put plural. I don't put the S behind it. I know that's a disability. I know that's a handicap. Do not hold that against me. Guess what? I've been living with that all my life. I can accept that or whatever. But do that stop me for trying to communicate? Do that, hold me back? No, express yourself loud and clear. Like later for the nonsense. I used to be teased about the fat nose or whatever. You know what? This is my nose. This is the Gibbs nose. This is the nose that I got from my mom's. You know what? I love my nose. Before, I was ashamed. Like the same day with Michael Jackson or whatever. Everybody who grew up in my time wanted to be like Michael Jackson. We didn't even know that Michael Jordan even exists, man. So the bottom line, but what he did was because he listened to the crowd, he listened to the people, his nose is fat or his nose is big or whatever. Listen, we got big noses smell. You know what? Listen, I don't care. I love my big nose. My kids have my nose. That's how I can know that they are kids because of these nose or whatever. Don't be ashamed. You don't need no fake. You don't need to get plastic surgery on your nose or get Botox in your lip. You don't need to wear the weaves or get the eyelashes or wear a ton of makeup or whatever or get, a boob job or get the your butt job. You don't need that. Women are naturally beautiful, especially black women, all women. But guess what? Love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Later for that. We as men, what we do, we pretend. You know what I'm saying? Right now is we get the hair grow. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we dye our beard because we don't want it to be gray. You know what? Listen, embrace life. Embrace the truth. Embrace who you are. Embrace embrace who you are blessed to be. Right now is guess what? Here there's some people are blessed with more talent than other. Some people are blessed with, higher IQ. Some people are blessed, to be basketball superstar, football superstar. Some people are blessed to be great, excellent chef. Some people are blessed to be great sportcaster, great newscaster, great leadership. The bottom line is understanding your blessing and count your blessing. You don't have to pretend for nobody. Let people love you for who and what you are. Stop hating on yourself. And that's what I think the problem with people as a whole, as today, we hate ourselves. We don't have no true identity with ourselves, man. And in order to love anybody, how can you love anybody if you don't even love yourself? I'm saying, period. Love you first. That's what it's all about. I had to love me. I became something because the screws wasn't going right upstairs, and I became something that I wasn't. And you know what that was? I became a bootleg gangster. I'm not no gangster. I'm a professional mama boy. Look at me. You know what I'm saying? But the bottom line is, I pretended so much that I allowed to become me. I became an actor. I acted so well and I keep acting all over again. So I allowed this persona. I want to be tough. I want to be down. I want to be, no. Only person I was fooling is myself. In order to have true identity with anybody, you got to attempt to have true identity with yourself. You know what? Go back to the basic principle. That's what we need to do, each and every one. And that's what I challenge you to do. So the bottom line is, to everybody that's out there that hit that like button, that subscribe to my channel, my name is Brian Glaze Gibbs. This is my ministry. I am not your typical minister, but guess what? If you join me, each and every time you join me, I'm going to tell you the truth, nothing but the truth and the whole truth. And guess what? The truth will set you free. Get your signed copy of the Brian Glaze Gibbs story. Look into the description box. Follow me. Once again, thank y'all for spending your time with me. See y'all real soon. Signing off, Brian Gibbs. One love. May peace, love, and prosperity be with y'all all.